Good morning, everyone. Uh, Let us continue from the previous topic which we have left in the previous lecture. We have discussed in the last class about the conformers of cyclohexane, which exist in two forms, that is the chair form and the board form. We have also discussed the point that the chair form is more stable. Why? It is because of minimized torsional strain. It is because of less angular strain, and we have said the chair form is more stable as compared to the board form because in board form there was also the presence of flat pole interaction and the torsional strain that was also there. So let us move further. We have discussed this thing that cyclohexane या हम ये कहें कि 6 membered रिंग जो है वो सबसे ज़्यादा स्टेबल रिंग है, सबसे ज़्यादा कॉमन क्वेश्चंस भी उसी रिंग पर फ्रेम होते हैं. So we have to understand one thing which I am discussing today is the ring flipping. What is actually called as the ring flipping? We have seen this thing that the form of this, that is cyclohexane, where I have indicated the first carbon atom, second carbon atom, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. This is the cyclohexane ring which we have discussed, and what I have done, I am saying that I have done the ring flipping. When we do the ring flipping, this first carbon atom has come over here, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So you can see what changes has been done over here, and these two structures are the forms of cyclohexane. I can represent it either in this form or in this form. Conceptually, thermodynamically, both can be said to be equally stable. There is no difference as such in these two structures. But if we analyze in case of cyclohexane, which I have discussed in the last class, that in this case, this was the molecule which we were having and which was said to be the chair form of the cyclohexane, where the green atom, the equatorial hydrogen atoms that were present over here. So in this case, I can say that 6 hydrogens are the green hydrogen atoms, they are present in the perimeter of the molecule, that is on the plane of the molecule, that is equatorial hydrogen. Is that thing clear? So if we tend to do the ring flipping, what we do, हमने लास्ट क्लास में इस बॉन्ड को ऊपर किया था और इस वाले बॉन्ड को क्या करा था नीचे. If I do the reverse thing, if I do like this and this, so what does it become in the molecule over here? That is, now you can see that I have done the ring flipping, and in this ring flipping, the white hydrogen atoms, they are present on the perimeter of the molecule. So I am not saying that either this is more stable or that is more stable, but one thing is there, that the important conclusion is this, that the equatorial bonds has become axial and axial has become equatorial. So as far as the cyclohexane molecule is concerned, uh, it is not affecting the stability. Both can be written. If I say that इस रिएक्शन में हम स्टेबिलिटी की बात करें तो बोलेंगे we both are equally stable. But if I consider the case of substituted cyclohexane, what I have done over here, I have placed the methyl group over here, CH3, at the axial position in this case. Clear? Now, as I have told you, this is the first carbon atom, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, and this is the sixth carbon atom. After the ring flipping, what will happen in this case? As I am saying that the first atom is now over here, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. We can analyze in case of substituted cyclohexane that this CH3 group, which was present at the axial position in this case, has come to the equatorial position over here. I think clear हो गया. तो axial bond become equatorial and equatorial bond become axial. And if we tend to analyze in this molecule, अगर हम इस molecule में analyze करते हैं, that is the substituted methyl cyclohexane, we can see that in this fifth carbon atom and in the third carbon atom, there is presence of hydrogen atom over there, over the plane of the molecule, and there is a presence of an interaction over here. This is the third position, this is the fifth position. So what is this interaction is called as diaxial interaction. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Diaxial interaction. Diaxial interaction जो है, that is present because of the axial bonds. The methyl group creates a steric repulsion with those atoms which are present on the third carbon atom and at the fifth carbon atom. And this particular interaction, that is called as 1,3,1,5 diaxial interaction, that is present in this molecule. Whereas the interaction in case of if CH3 is present at the equatorial position, this was the equatorial bond, it was present in this case. So we say that there is no presence of such kind of diaxial interaction. Hence, I can say one thing, this is relatively more stable. And this molecule is comparatively less stable as compared to the form where CH3 group is present at the equatorial position. I think clear ये point. After this, in this particular case, हम अगर इसको न्यूमैन प्रोजेक्शन से समझने की कोशिश करें, तो हम ये बात कह सकते हैं that we can say one thing, यहाँ पर भी हाइड्रोजन है, यहाँ पर भी हाइड्रोजन है, और यहाँ पे कौन सा ग्रुप प्रेजेंट है? CH3. So I mean this is first carbon, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, and this is sixth carbon atom. As I've already told you that this first carbon atom having this methyl group, the third position having this hydrogen atom, and fifth carbon which is having this. So this interaction that is present over here, that is making the form, that is the chair form where CH3 group present at the axial position, we can say is less stable as compared to the one where CH3 will be present at the equatorial position. If I draw the Newman projection, in this case, we can say one thing, that what will happen in this case, we can say कि यहाँ पे CH3 group जो present होगा, वो कौन सी position पे present होगा? It will be present at the equatorial position. This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Is it clear? So this is what we call as the flipping in case of cyclohexane and the derivatives of cyclohexane. It seems to be analyzed, इसको analyze करना जो है थोड़ा difficult हो जाता है अगर हम केवल cyclohexane की बात करते हैं, but in case of substituted cyclohexane, it can clearly be understood that how the axial bond has been converted to equatorial and equatorial bond has been converted to axial bond. But when we talk of the disubstituted cycloalkane, cyclohexane की अगर हम बात करते हैं कि वो disubstituted है, तो उसमें हमें दो चीजें समझनी है. पहली चीज कि that they have the ability to exhibit the geometrical isomerism, and we can compare the stability pattern in that case also. If I consider the molecule that is cyclohexane over here, in this case the CH3 group, let's say यहाँ पर ये group present है, and that is, let's say, Br group is there. So I can name this compound as 1-bromocyclohexane. If I consider the second position the Br group can be present like this, and similarly this is the structure where this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. If I consider the first and the second position, as I have mentioned over here, containing the Br group, we say that the bromine atoms either present at the equatorial position or at the axial position. We can decide one thing, whether it is cis form or the trans form, first of all. In this case, if we check, this is an axial bond और ये कौन सा बॉन्ड है, इक्वेटोरियल बॉन्ड. ठीक है, ये एक्सियल बॉन्ड है, ये इक्वेटोरियल है. और अगर मैं इस बॉन्ड के बारे में बात करूं तो ये भी एक्सियल है और ये भी एक्सियल है. ठीक है. One thing we should remember to classify a disubstituted cyclohexane, whether it is the cis form or the trans form, as if the two bonds are where the substituents are attached are present above or below, they are cis. And if one of them is above and one of them is below, it is trans. So I can say one thing, that is above, below, above, below. So this is cis, and this is which form? We have indicated the trans form. So I can say one thing, this is above and this is below. This is above and this is axial is above, equatorial is below. Here equatorial is above and axial is below. So both these bonds, which we can say that although they are indicating the axial bond, ये bonds दोनों कौन से bond है? They are axial bond. If I have to classify whether it is the cis form or the trans form, I should say it is the trans form, because this Br is above and this Br is below. If I consider for this one is axial and one is equatorial, I can say one thing, that this one is above and this one is also above. This is called as cis isomer. यानी कि फर्स्ट और सेकंड पोजीशन की बात हो रही है. फर्स्ट सेकंड पोजीशन में एक्सियल क्या होते हैं? They are said to be the trans form. Clear? And if I consider axial equatorial, it is called as the cis form. Fine. And if I consider the equatorial form of them, it will also be which form? That will be which geometrical isomer it will be representing? It will be representing the trans isomer. कौन सा आइसोमर रिप्रेजेंट करेगा? ये ट्रांस आइसोमर को रिप्रेजेंट करेगा, क्योंकि इसकी इक्वेटोरियल पोजीशन क्या होगी? डाउन, बिलो, और इसकी इक्वेटोरियल क्या होगी? अबव. सो फर्स्ट सेकंड पोजीशन पे if substituents are attached, let's say same substituents are attached, I have considered the Br groups that are present. So if both are at the axial position, they are trans. If one is axial and another is at equatorial position, it will be cis, and equatorial position will be trans. So this is with respect to first and second position. But I tell you this thing, that there is no need to remember this data, this information. You just remember above and below. If the bonds are above, it will be cis. If it is below, it is trans. If it is above and below, it is if it is above and below, it is trans. Otherwise, if both above, both below will be the cis form. Let us consider in this case the another form. Let's say I am considering the Br group over here, and I am considering the third position over here. This is the third position. I have taken the Br group like this, and similarly Br. Fine. You can understand this thing कि यहाँ पर और यहाँ पर ये H एटम है हाइड्रोजन एटम से. क्या हम ये कह सकते हैं कि फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, फर्स्ट और थर्ड पोजीशन पे ये दोनों Br ग्रुप are they present at the axial position? Yes. Are they present above? Yes. So what isomer it will be representing? It will be representing cis isomer. What is this? It is cis 1,3 dibromo cyclohexane. That is the compound. It will be there. If I consider the next one, if I consider the Br, this is hydrogen, this is above, this is below, and I can consider this is above and this is below. So this Br and this Br, fine, this is above and this is below. I can say one thing, that it is the transform. So its IUPAC name will be like I can say it is trans 1,3 dibromo cyclohexane. Clear? In this case, both the axial position are cis. Axial position are cis in first and third position. In first and third position, I can say कि axial क्या हो गए? They are cis, and axial equatorial क्या हो गए? They become transform. I think clear है. अगर हम इस axial और equatorial को देखते हैं first, second, third, तो हम क्या कह सकते हैं? That it is the transform of the molecule. Fine. If I consider equatorial, this and this is below and below. So equatorial will also be which kind of the form it will be representing? It is representing the cis form of the molecule. I think clear है. तो first और third position पे we have decided that which form will be the cis form and which form will be the transform of the molecule. I think clear है ये बात. आगे बढ़ते हैं. अगर हमें ये डिसाइड करना होगा फर्स्ट और फोर्थ पोजीशन पे, I can do in the same way. I can do it in the same way. If suppose this is Br and this is Br, this is above and this is, ये दोनों Br ग्रुप जो प्रेजेंट है कौन सी पोजीशन पे हैं? एक्सियल पोजीशन पे है. This is above and this is below. So what are these form? This form it will be the transform of the molecule. So axial positions are trans in first, second as well as first, fourth. But in case of first, third, axial positions are cis isomer. Again, I am repeating the concept that you shouldn't remember this thing, that whether the groups that are bonded at the first, second, third, fourth, fifth position, you should consider in case of disubstituted alkane as axial and equatorial, above and below. If the bonds are above or they are below, it is cis isomer, and if one is above, another is below, it is the trans isomer. Clear? So I have just discussed with you given you the brief idea of the geometrical isomerism that is possible in case of disubstituted cyclohexane. In the next class, and I will also be starting a fresh batch for class 11th and for class 12th, which will be communicated soon, the date on which it will be starting. It will be containing the lectures from very beginning till the end. शुरू से लेके लास्ट तक उसमें लेक्चर्स होंगे, और हम लोग उसमें जो प्रॉब्लम्स होंगी उसको अलग से उसके लिए अरेंजमेंट कर सकते हैं. बट आई विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग द लेक्चर्स ऑफ कंप्लीट क्लास 11 एंड कंप्लीट क्लास 12 फॉर दिस वन. इज इट क्लियर? सो थैंक यू.